Hi guys, and welcome to another day with Zimaleta. In today's video, I'm putting together this 3.0 liter diesel Sprinter. We're going to be working on the whole front end. And I know I don't really need to make this video, but since you guys are following this project, and this is kind of how it goes, I get a vehicle together and I'm going to record a bunch of videos as a project for it to basically go on. Now, when it comes to every little detail, like intricate details, like installing stuff, what I'm gonna start doing from now on is just basically putting a time lapse on those things so I could actually work and get things done. Because I do have videos already that's showing that type of job. Now, if I feel that now I have a little bit more information, or I could update it in some way, or I could, explain things a little bit better, then I'm going to go ahead and show you like how to, like install stuff. But basically, let me show you what the engine looks like right now, and we'll go from there. Oh yeah, by the way, cheers to my Russian friends. This is a Russian cup that they use on Russian trains. I know some people want me to get into the politics of things, but I won't. I am half Russian, half Ukrainian. I lived half in Russia, half in Ukraine. And I moved here when I was 12, and now I'm 40 years old. So most of my life was here. And it is sad what's going on. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm not gonna get into the politics, guys. Whatever your view is, I just basically, I stay on the sidelines. There's nothing I could do. There's nothing we could do, except fix some Sprinters here in America. And that's what we're gonna be working on. By the way, I enjoy drinking tea out of these Russian cups. They're not cheap. They're like 30, 40 bucks just for the metal thing. And the crystal cups are like 20 bucks. Maybe you could find some cheaper, but even in Russia, those things are not cheap because they're like original Soviet Union, type of mugs. Yeah, I think I kind of know like why Russians like to drink in general. When they're doing stuff, they're working and stuff, I don't know, like it just calms your nerves. So when I'm working on the Sprinter, I take a little break. I have some tea that's made. I'll go in my garage, which I'll show you. There's my garage. Things are open, and I'll go sit down at my office desk and drink a little bit of tea, and there you go. But anyways, guys, let me show you this engine before it starts getting dark. But I'm gonna put some lights out here and stuff, and hopefully you can still see what's going on. So let's do that. So I think things are pretty visible right now. So guys, everything. So anyways, guys, I believe. Guys, we are ready for assembly of the front end. Everything that needed to be connected is now connected. So this is where the airbox type of connection goes. We have some electronic things that plugs into the airbox. This goes on top of the airbox. All of these things have been plugged in. Everything's done. The vacuum lines, everything plugged in over here. So that's part of the radiator line. So everything's done. This mass airflow sensor is plugged in. It's got a new orange seal on it, and everything's done how it's supposed to be. This thing's attached on both sides. But I do believe that this is a good idea to replace this piece, because these threads are no longer good. Actually, a lot of these threads are kind of like ruined, but they're still holding up. It's just been removed so many times and stuff like that. After a while, things just need to get replaced. But that being said, guys, we're ready for the front end assembly. Hi guys, I have assembled it, but I'm really sorry, somehow or another I lost power to my camera and it did not record the rest of the process, but I already have some really good video how to put this front end together. Okay, I still had a lot of finishing touches to do and things to connect and whatnot, and you know, it's not as important to try to, you know, get the front end assembly. One thing I will remind you is this. When you're installing your radiator support, try to get the AC condenser in the middle. Then go ahead and actually position the radiator right behind it and snap in the AC condenser to the radiator. But before you even do that, which will make it much easier, take the radiator and already attach your intercooler. That actually would be like much better process, because when you put the AC condenser right in the radiator, at that point, you're not gonna have any room for the oh gosh, for the intercooler. You're not gonna have any room for the bolts to go in. There is some wiggle room that you could kind of get out of, but that's really pushing it. So best way to do is take a radiator, stick your intercooler underneath, then put into slots. There's slots to slide in, you know, the actual why am I forgetting these things, guys? It's late, really sorry. Oh my god, the AC condenser, guys. I have so much in my mind. But anyways, that is that. And then you take and place your radiator support. You might need some help, kind of like in front, you know, like in front of the radiators. Don't attach it just yet. Then you need to lift up the radiators and try to slide the bottom things in first. There's like these little grooves for the radiator, and then the top will snap in. Before you snap in the top, make sure things are lined up. Don't try to do it before then. And oh yeah, before attaching the actual radiator support to the car, make sure you go ahead and put the shroud on the radiator, then do it. Okay, then things will go smoothly. All right, okay, with that out of the way, guys, I plugged everything in. I actually got my battery charger hooked up. You probably not seeing it, it's not in the shot. And gosh, it's been in here for a while, this van, and this was not a rush type of project, but lots of things was wrong with it. And at the last minute, we had another hiccup. As I was connecting this, and I simply pulled on it like you're supposed to when you actually install the latch, it ripped off the little tip. So actually, it's a good thing that that happened, because if that would not happen, 2-3 pulls, it's just rusted. It would have like ripped off and then causing an owner some trouble. And one thing I did discover, and you know, when you assemble stuff, there's a lot of stuff that could go missing, but I keep things in order. And things that I don't need to unplug, I don't unplug. There is the overflow tank, and there's something missing from the side of it. There is electrical connector for it, but it should be plugged in. I will look around to see if it fell out or something, because I know I did not pull it out. There is no need to pull it out, because I pulled off the whole assembly together. The only thing that I did pull off is together plugged in is a motor for you know, the spray stuff. But anyways, with that out of the way, I actually don't know, maybe that's like a plug that goes there, because it already has a motor to spray everything and pick up the water. But anyways, guys, we gotta get this thing started. I don't know if it's gonna start. This is a big job that I did, like huge job. And hopefully it starts. If it doesn't, man, like, I'm gonna feel bad. Seriously.